This session we are going to learn about superheterodyne receiver. It's me Sridevi, Professor of ECE. On completion of this module, the learners can able to understand the concepts of FM superheterodyne receiver and its parameters. Basically, the receivers are the one which are used to receive the modulated signal. There are two types of receivers. They are tuned radio frequency receiver TRF and superheterodyne receiver. There are some drawbacks in tuned radio frequency receiver. That is, they are only used for single channel low frequency applications. Their bandwidth varies with center frequency when they tuned over wide range of frequencies. Due to large number of RF amplifiers which is implemented in tuned radio frequency amplifier, the receiver will be unstable. Also, the gain of tuned radio frequency receiver is not uniform. It varies wide range. To overcome this drawback, next receiver which is called a superheterodyne receiver is used. So in a broadband system, that is broadcasting system, whether it is based on amplitude modulation or frequency modulation, the receiver not only have the task of demodulating the modulating signal, but it is also required to perform some other functions. So that is, the other functions are that signal should be properly received. The original signal should be received in the form which is sent, should be received as it is. The problems which is said in tuned radio frequency receiver is overcome in case of superheterodyne receiver. The superheterodyne receiver converts all incoming radio frequencies to a fixed lower frequency called intermediate frequency. The block diagram shows the signal which is received from antenna, that is given as the input of RF stage. The RF stage receives all the type of RF frequencies, and that frequency is given as the input of mixer circuit. From this all the received RF frequencies, one selective frequency Fs is chosen and it is given as the input of the mixer circuit. That mixer circuit receive another one input which is from the local oscillator. These two signals are mixed in the mixer circuit and it produces the frequency which is difference between these two frequencies. Let the local oscillator frequency be FO and the frequency of signal which is from RF stage is Fs. Then the mixture produces FO minus Fs output. That frequency is given as the input of IF amplifier. This FO minus Fs is called as intermediate frequency. This is given as the input of IF amplifier. As the RF amplifier, the antenna receives all the frequency signals and it is given to the input of RF amplifier, and this RF amplifier, all the frequencies are filtered with 2 or 3 range of stages. So here the output Fs is selected. The mixer and local oscillator, the output of the RF amplifier is given to mixer stage. The local oscillator output is also given as the mixture. Let us assume the output of the local oscillator is FO and the signal frequency is Fs, that is received from the RF amplifier. The signal frequency Fs and the local oscillator frequency FO are mixed and the mixer produces the output in such a way that both difference in frequency FO minus Fs is produced at the output of the mixture. The difference frequency FO minus Fs is called as intermediate frequency IF. The signal at this intermediate contains the same modulation at the incoming signal. So this FO minus Fs, that is the intermediate frequency, is given as the input of IF amplifier. Let us discuss about the functions of IF amplifier, that is intermediate frequency amplifier. This IF amplifier is simply used for amplifying the IF frequency received. The IF is amplified by one or more IF amplifier stages and given to detector or demodulator. Most of the gain and selectivity is provided by these IF stages. Normally, this IF amplifier amplifies the IF signal received and that is given as the input of the detector. To select a particular station, the local oscillator frequency FO is changed in such a way that Fs of the station and FO has the difference that is equal to IF. Thus, whatever is the station is being tuned, the IF is fixed, so that frequency is maintained at the fixed frequency. This is the main drawback we faced in tuned radio frequency amplifier. In tuned radio frequency amplifier, the frequency range varies, but here the range is fixed. Thus, IF amplifiers and detector operate at the single frequency, that is intermediate frequency. Hence, bandwidth of the IF amplifier is relatively narrow. Here, the IF amplifier section, one automatic gain control is attached with that. That automatic gain control functions in such a way that a part of output is taken from the detector and it is amplified to RF amplifier, mixture and IF amplifiers for gain control. So that thus it is called as automatic gain control or AGC. This AGC maintains the constant output voltage over the wide range of RF input signal levels. The last stage before the final stage is detector. The detector converts AM signal to IF to original modulating signal. Diode detector is most commonly used for AM stages. Here also this superheterodyne receiver uses diode detector. The output of the detector is low power audio or modulating signal. The audio or power amplifier is finally here, that is used for receiving the signal which is received from the detector, that is in a very weak form. So, it needs amplification before it reaches the human ears, so that the audio and power amplifier is used to amplify the received signal from the detector in 2 or 3 different stages. The signal is amplified and given to the speaker. From that speaker we can hear. So, the advantages of the superheterodyne receiver is the selectivity of the receiver is better since IF amplifiers are narrow in band and they operate only in IF range, and the design of IF amplifiers is relatively simple and it is operates in IF stage also. The carrier frequency tuning, the purpose of just to select the desired signal. So, that is the desired signal, or that is a radio or TV station filtering which is required to separate the desired signal from other modulating signals. So, here one frequency change circuit is inside that different stages, the combination of mixer and local oscillator, that is simply we can name that combination as frequency changer, that is for heterodyne function, which is used to convert the predetermined fixed intermediate frequency, usually that is lower than the incoming carrier frequency. So, the final result is we can get intermediate frequency in such a way that local oscillator frequency minus our signal frequency, that is RF frequency. So, intermediate frequency is the difference between local oscillator frequency and the signal frequency. So, since the output frequency is neither the original input frequency nor the final baseband frequency, it is called as intermediate frequency, that is in between these two frequency levels. So, this session is called as IF session or intermediate session. So, the audio amplifiers, that is the final stage of that audio superheterodyne receiver, consists of 2 or more audio amplifiers which is used for power amplification, which is required from the detector signal which is very weak in form, that is to amplify that. This limiter amplitude limiter is also there, that is in between FM and AM superheterodyne receiver, that is used to limit the frequency of the discriminator. So, this amplitude limiter followed by the IF section is used to remove the amplitude variations produced by this signal. This superheterodyne receiver includes different parameters. They are sensitivity, fidelity and selectivity. Selectivity is termed as ability of the receiver to select the signal of a desired frequency while rejecting all the others, that is called as selectivity of the receiver. So super heterodyne receiver have better selectivity comparing with other receivers. So here sensitivity, the ability of the receiver to pick up the weak signals and simply amplify them, that is called as sensitivity. So here the sensitivity is expressed in microvolts or decibels. So fidelity of the receiver is the ability of the communication system to produce the output of the receiver. Signal to noise ratio, simply that is the ratio between signal power to the noise power. Output signal to noise ratio is nothing but the output signal power to the output noise power. So the image frequency is there in super heterodyne receiver, that is same frequency is produced at the noise range. So that frequency, the signal will, the receiver will consider that frequency as the original frequency, though, so that frequency should be rejected, that is called as image frequency rejection in super heterodyne receiver. So super heterodyne receiver is better while comparing with the tuned radio frequency receiver. So here this selectivity of the receiver is better, and since IF amplifiers are narrow band and operate only in intermediate range, the design of IF amplifiers is also simple, so that it is better while comparing with all the other receivers. Here is the quiz question based upon super heterodyne receiver, that is, the question here is the selectivity of the radio amplifier is. What is selectivity? In the definition itself we learned that it is the ability to reject the adjacent unwanted signals, that is called as selectivity. So answer of this question, that is selectivity of the radio receiver is ability to reject the unwanted signal, is called as selectivity. Hope you understood this session, super heterodyne receiver. Thank you.